Under a set of new digital rules, Twitter could face sanctions ranging from billion-dollar fines to being banned across the European Union over suspending the Twitter account's journalists who report on owner Elon Musk, an EU official warned early Friday. The EU Commission's Vice President for Values and Transparency Vera Jourová said it was worrying that Musk had banned journalists on Twitter, citing a new platform rule that prohibits sharing information about any user's location. She pointed out that under the bloc's new Digital Services Act, which will take full effect in 2024, social media platforms must show respect of media freedom and fundamental rights. The framework would make social media companies more accountable for content posted by users onto their platforms. The Media Freedom Act, which was adopted by the EU in September, also reinforces those values, she said. Jourová warned that Musk should be aware of that, and said that there are red lines and possibly sanctions, soon. Penalties for violating the Digital Services Act could result in fines as much as 6% of a platform's global annual revenue, which for Twitter would mean billions, while repeat offenses could mean a ban across the European bloc. Twitter did not immediately reply to Forbes' request for comment. A lot can change in 6 months, but it sure seems like Twitter is lining up to be Europe's first major test case when it comes to enforcing the Digital Services Act. John Albert from AlgorithmWatch, a non-profit research and advocacy group in Berlin, told the Associated Press. 30.6 million. That's how many active Twitter users were located in Western Europe in July 2022, according to data portal citing Twitter's advertising audience data. During the same timeframe, the US had at least 83.4 million active users while the UK had at least 19.8 million. CONTRA, the EU's toughest new rules will apply to social media platforms with at least 45 million monthly users, and there's been speculation Twitter may not qualify, according to the Associated Press. Before Musk purchased Twitter for $44 billion in a deal that was finalized in October, the platform reported 238 million users, but Musk said at the time that the number of fake accounts on Twitter had been underreported. The EU requires platforms to report their user numbers by mid-February. Late Thursday, reports emerged that Twitter had suspended the Twitter accounts of rival social media platform Mastodon and multiple high-profile technology journalists who cover Musk after he announced that any user doxing real-time location information will face suspension, calling it a physical safety violation. On Thursday, Twitter suspended Elon, a well-known account run by a 20-year-old college student that tracked the flights taken by Musk's private plane, and Mastodon and some of the banned journalists had also shared links to similar trackers. Musk, who had previously promised to take a hands-off approach to content moderation on Twitter, accused the reporters of sharing basically assassination coordinates, which he said was a violation of Twitter's terms of service.